Today I'm in Sarajevo. I'm going to a city tour. First, I will take a free tram to the city center. I am somewhere here. I will take the tram all the way to here and walk to the center, to the spot. This is a place they organize free tour. Here comes the tram. Yeah, is this tour?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I will wait for you.
Turn the sign, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Just in front of the major cathedral.
So
I'm a YouTuber, so it's okay to make
you're
a video.
YouTuber? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
I-
So
it's okay to follow
yes,
you.
you
to
can
make
do
a
whatever
video.
you want.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. So,
Are you okay? Are you okay on the camera? Okay, thank you.
okay, my friends. So, my name is Enes. Welcome to the free walking tour. We are now in front of the cathedral. In the next tour, in this tour, actually, in the next 1.5, 2 hours, we are going to see the cathedral, the synagogue, the mosque, and the Orthodox Church. That's why Sarajevo is called the Jerusalem of Europe these days by many guests all around the world, because in such small area you can see many things. We will visit the place of the assassination.
Can I join now?
Yes, you can. We will see the place of the assassination of Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sofia, the trigger of the First World War. We will visit some places, the Sarajevo Roses, where many innocent people died. And we will talk about some interesting things and the legendary stories that this country and this city has. I hope you will enjoy. If you have any questions about everything, please ask whatever you want to know, okay?
So we start by 10 o'clock every morning.
It's starting every morning at 10 o'clock in front of the cathedral. Every day we are working. So this is the cathedral, Sacred Heart of Jesus, which is really famous, a meeting point of people of all generations, the guests and the tourists all around the world, especially the local people. Every day at 10 o'clock, don't miss the crazy tour with Enes. Thank you very much.
What's the organization organizes?
The name of the agency that is doing this tour is called the Spirit, BH Spirit City Tours and Excursions. You can see these guys. So you will see me always every morning with this umbrella, mostly green, but we have red as well. Thank you so much. So we are now in the capital city of the Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's the country with the names of the different regions. Bosnia on the north, while Herzegovina is on the south. 75% of the state is called Bosnia region, while 25% is Herzegovina region. Sarajevo is between the regions, but we belong to the region called Bosnia. We have continental type of the climate here, which means very hot summers and extremely cold winters. Before 5 months ago it was minus 27, so you can go always for the skiing at the end. When you go to the south, to the famous city Mostar, with the famous bridge there, they have Mediterranean type of the climate. So Mostar is one of the warmer cities in Europe, my friends. Believe me, during the summer the temperatures can go high, more than 40 degrees Celsius. So a very popular name of Sarajevo is called the Jerusalem of Europe. Because in such a small area, every 2 minutes of the walking, you can see the cathedral, the synagogue, the mosque, and the Orthodox Church. Welcome. Where are you from?
Russia.
Russia, welcome Russia. So city actually has today 127 mosques, 25 Catholic churches, 11 Orthodox, 5 Jewish synagogues, 1 evangelistic church and 1 cathedral. So everything is mixed in the city, who has only 275,000 people. The city also has 3 different parts of the town. The Ottoman part of the city in this direction, with so many small shops, called Baş Çarşıya, which means main business place, main marketplace. It's a Turkish word. This is the second part of the town called the Austro-Hungarian part, which means almost 400 years of the Ottoman Empire. Bosnia was part of the 40 years of the great Austro-Hungarian Empire. And continuing on in this direction, after 25 minutes of the walking, you are entering in the new part of the city, which was established during the country called Yugoslavia. Maybe you heard about Yugoslavia a little bit in the books in the past. Yugoslavia had one president. 80% of the people will tell you of the former country, he was the best president that we ever had.
Tito.
Yes. Tito is the legendary president, in my opinion. Today I like to say, guys, welcome to the craziest country in the world. We are the only country in the world that has three presidents, three idiots who are working together in one building of the presidency in the same time. In the same time, right now. Office is actually 10-15 minutes in this direction. So representative of the three ethnic groups that we have in this country, Serb, Bosniak and Croat, which is Orthodox, Muslim and
as long as he can talk about
Catholic.
it, then it's very
So we have
fine.
3 presidents, 14 governments and many different political parties in one country that has less than 3.5 million people. Yes. Because of that, we have many problems with corruption, because we have probably the most complicated system in the world. And we have the biggest problem here, it's called unemployment. About 40% of the people are unemployed. That's the problem. Forget about everything. In 40%, 67% are young people.
But that was not during Tito
It was
time.
not like during the Tito time, because during the Tito time, there is 4 different reasons why people are coming here a lot. First reason is assassination of Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sofia, the trigger of the First World War. Unfortunately, Sarajevo is famous because of that. The second reason is Winter Olympic Games, which happened here in 1984, to go to the bobsled, one of the most beautiful abandoned places in the world. The third reason is Jerusalem of Europe, how my city is called these days. And the fourth reason is the war. To go to the famous Tunnel of Hope Museum. Before 8 months ago, Robert De Niro was standing in front of me. I swear to God. I saw him. I wanted to do the selfie, but I didn't manage because of the security. Next time. Then when I do the selfie, I can die happy. Yes. And then next time is Al Pacino. Al Pacino, if you listen to me, come on the free walking tour. I want to see you, man. I want to meet you. Yes. So before I die, please. And to visit these kind of the red stains, we will talk more about the red stains on the concrete, which is called the Sarajevo Roses, which means the mortar blast place where many innocent people died while they were waiting in the line for the food and water. Let's say elementary things about the war, guys. The city of Sarajevo was in a valley. Still is in the valley in geomorphology aspect. We were surrounded by the Serbian forces for 1,425 days, the longest siege in history of the modern war. During that time, 11,541 persons died in Sarajevo. From 11,000, 9,000 were civilians, 1,601 child was killed, 67 kids with a sniper shot. That's why I can tell you from my experience of the war, I was 7 when the war started here, my mother, she never allowed me to wear a red t-shirt, red color, because the sniper can see you from the distance. He will kill you if you are 6 years old or 76 because of the plan, ethnic cleansing and unfortunately genocide. Yes. After the war, we would put the red color as the color of the blood to remember the victims. So every year we put the flowers to remember the victims who died in these kind of the places.
I just show my respect with my camera for all the victims that in the war. May your spirit rest in peace. Amen.
And one more reason, the fifth reason, which is for some people important, for some people not. We don't have high taxes on alcohol and tobacco. So it's a paradise for many people who love to drink and to smoke. One beer you can find for €1. When you go to London, £5. With £10 you can get drunk here. It's not so much expensive, and one pack of the tobacco is costing €2. So which is nothing actually. So this is the city for everyone, for all generations, people with the deep pockets and people with the small pockets, we can say. Yeah, it's for everything. It's really something special. Questions? Preguntas, por favor.
Actually, I think this is a good place for retirement.
Good place for the retirement, yes.
This is
Believe me, guys.
This is my video about.
If you work in the United States or in some good countries, when you go to the retirement, you can come here.
Mostar.
Mostar, why not? With €1,000, you can live like king here. Believe me. Okay? So
How about €500?
€500, you can manage. You can pay apartment for €200 per month. 500, yeah, you can manage actually. Why not? Alone. It was established at the end of the 19th century in Gothic and Romantic style. You can see 2 towers on the cathedral, high 42 meters, and in the right tower, it's the bell, weighs 2.5 tons. So when hits the gong, you can hear it in many parts of the city. What is amazing in Sarajevo, during the winter time, in 12 o'clock, in the same time, you can hear the bell from the cathedral, the bell from the Orthodox church, and azan from the mosque in the same time. Okay, now we can hear azan at 1 o'clock because it's the summer calculation of the time. Okay, when the winter comes, we will return the clock back, and the azan will happen at 12 o'clock in the same time. Yes, there is also the famous statue, him. So when Francesco came, 100,000 Catholics came to Sarajevo, and 500 buses came to the city. The whole city was blocked. It was really, really interesting moment. So my friends, listen to this. Now we will share amazing history of the Jews that we have in this city so many years. So what was happening? This city was always in a crossroad in the middle of the Europe between West Christianity and East Orthodox religion. When Ottoman Empire came here in 1463, Islam as a religion came to this area. And when Sephardic Jews were expelled from Spain in 1492, that was the year when Christopher Columbus went ocean blue, we know that. The Spanish people kicked the Jews out, so they were traveling from Spain to Italy. That was usually the route, from Italy to Dubrovnik, the famous city in Croatia. Game of Thrones, Star Wars, new Robin Hood was filming there as well, yes. And from Dubrovnik, the Jews came to Sarajevo in 1565. That's right, from 1565 we have 4 different religions who are living so many years together. Because we used to live together so many years, guys, we became very liberal, open-minded. I never divide people on religion status. I only divide people if they are good and bad. That's it. Religion is a privacy. Wherever you go, it should be privacy, guys. Never put religion in the politic, otherwise it's a chaos. Yes. Which happened here at the end. So, Jews came here in 1565, and in 1581 they built the first synagogue. From 1960s, this became the Museum of Jews of Bosnia and Herzegovina, guys. Inside this museum, you can find amazing and beautiful influence of the Jewish culture that we have here more than 450 years. The second largest Jewish cemetery in Europe is in Sarajevo. The first largest is in Prague, Czech Republic, which is really, really something interesting. So we have 2 types of the Jews living in this city. Sephardi Jews from Spain, one came from the west, and Ashkenazi who came from the south of the country, from Poland. Yes. We have today only 750 Jews living in the city. In the whole country, maybe 1,000. Before 1992, 3,000 Jews were living in Sarajevo. Before the Second World War, they say 12% of the population of the city were Jewish. 12%. Unfortunately, during the Second World War, from 14,000 Jews living in this country, 12,000 Jews were killed. That's why when you go to the last floor of this museum, you will see the big book this size with the list of the 12,000 killed Jews in this area. Now you have to listen to this, please. This is really important and really, really something special. When the Jews came from Spain, one special book came here with them to Sarajevo. The name of the book is called Sarajevo Haggadah. Sarajevo Haggadah is one of the most priceless books in the world, guys. Personally, myself, I call it Mona Lisa of the books. You know Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci, lady, Louvre, Paris, smiling.
Yeah.
Or does she smiling? That's the question. She has that secret smile on her face. Haggadah means the story, guys. So when you open the book, inside the book you can see the pictures of the event of the Jews during the slavery in Egypt when the Moses freed them. You know who was Moses?
Yes.
The man who split the Red Sea apart to take the Jews to the promised land, the land of the honey and milk. It's like actually in the movie, I watched too many movies, like Jim Carrey in the movie Bruce Almighty when he splits that red soup apart in the coffee place. It's always remind me on that. So the Moses is the man who gave us 10 commandments to the mankind, recognizable in all 4 monotheistic religions. Let's repeat them, shall we? Don't kill, don't steal, don't lie, don't cheat, respect your parents to have long life in this world, don't have more gods than one, celebrate one day in the week, don't wish for the house of your best friend, don't wish for the wife of your best friend, and don't be envy. 10. So, yes, guys, before, by the Jewish calendar, today is 5,777 years. As a nation, very old people. Even in ancient Egypt, they were believing in one God that the Muslims, Catholics, and Orthodox believe.
Egypt is in Africa. It's not in Asia.
I said
ancient
Egypt. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I need to, yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. So, Jesus Christ, he was not Christian. He was Jewish.
Yeah.
Many people don't know that, so I need to remind people on that kind of things. So that book, Haggadah, Sarajevo Haggadah, was keeping in the National Museum because it was sold by the private family Cohen in 1894 to the National Museum. 16th of April 1941.
What is that book about?
About how the Jews were liberated from the Egypt when that Moses split the Red Sea apart. Okay?
But it doesn't talk about Sarajevo.
No.
Okay.
It's talk about that kind of the famous historical event in the past. Yes. So that book was keeping in the National Museum. 16th of April 1941, occupation of the Nazis started in the city. Beginning of the 1942. Mohammed, you have to listen to this. You can hear me, yes? Good. It's very important. So, beginning of the 1942, German officer went to the National Museum to take the book. The question is why? Here is the answer. Hitler decides to open a museum in Prague, in Czech Republic, with the most priceless items of the Jewish people, and to say to the world, this is museum of the race of the people who does not exist anymore. That was his plan. And he wanted to take that book. When the German officer came inside the museum and asked the book, the person who worked in the library said like this: "I'm so sorry, sir, but just before several moments ago, already one person of your soldiers came and took the book. The book is not here anymore. I'm sorry." He lied to him. The man who saved the book was a Muslim called Dervish Korkut. His name is mentioning himself with the rest of the Muslims who were hiding the Jews, giving the Jews the Muslim names not to be discovered by the Nazis. You will find actually the picture printed in the last floor. I have the same picture in my mobile phone. It's showing, the picture was taken in 1941. It's showing the neighbors, Muslim woman and the Jewish woman, walking through the city during the occupation of the Nazis, and the Muslim woman is covering the star of her Jewish neighbor with her veil, trying to protect her.
Yeah.
The same picture, I have evidence, I will show you that if you want to see. Just to finish, guys, this story. So they say that guy who saved the book, Haggadah, took the book from Sarajevo, gave the book to the main imam in the mosque. That main imam put the book in the mosque with the rest of the Holy Quran. When the Second World War was finished, the book was returned to the city. Originally is keeping in the National Museum. Only through the glass door you can see the book in the glass box. Copy, good replica from 1967 you can find in this museum. If you want to buy a good copy of Haggadah, it will cost you 2,500 euros. One of them, I was holding in my hand the replica of the Haggadah in the gallery in Mostar. Next to the bridge there is the gallery, says watching the movie costs €1 in that gallery. I saw that, yes. Questions, please.
Thank you. Very nice.
Nice, interesting story, yeah?
Very interesting.
This is the oldest one synagogue.
This is the first synagogue, the first temple, the oldest temple. The third largest synagogue in Europe is in Sarajevo even today, but it's using as a Bosnian cultural center. And we have Ashkenazi synagogue as well, the only one using in the purpose of the synagogue, which is 10 minutes in this direction across the bridge. Sephardi Jews and Ashkenazi, they go to that synagogue to pray. Yes.
How many synagogues nowadays in the old town or this area?
1, 2, it should be 5, but 3 is using, or 1 is using in the purpose of the synagogue. Yes. My dear friends, in Sarajevo, Muslims and Jews are living in peace in this city 450 years, which means if people want to live together, they can. Which means life is simple, people are complicated. It's always like that. So if we really want to live together, we can do it so easily, nice, easy going way. Yes.
Politicians.
Politicians are always the problem. Any questions?
The beginning was not Sarajevo, it was just
It was only
Haggadah.
Haggadah.
Okay.
You have many Haggadahs in the world, but Sarajevo Haggadah is one of the most famous Haggadahs in the world. Jewish are using Haggadah to read from the holiday Passover. So you have many story. Haggadah means story, literally word story, because it's telling that kind of the story. Yes.
Sounds like Japanese. Haggadah.
はい。
ありがとう。
なんだと？
日本語上手ですね。
こんにちは。
はい、ありがとう。
I was learning actually a little bit Japanese through the cartoon anime Dragon Ball. You know Dragon Ball? Kamehameha.
Go to Japan to join Comic Con.
Oh, why not? Why not? Okay, so guys, listen to this. Before we continue in this direction, it says Sarajevo Meeting of the Culturals right here. This is literally the line that separates the city on east and west. East Ottoman part of the city, west Austro-Hungarian part. East Istanbul, west Bey here. If you are lost, if you don't know where to go, step through this.
So this side east, other side west.
That's the new part of the
New
Sarajevo
part.
when Austro-Hungary came.
Okay. This is the old side, and this is the new side.
And go. That's it. I never gamble actually, so I don't know what will it show. West, I told you, I'm not lucky man. Let's go to the east. To introduce myself, man, I'm sorry.
You can introduce yourself again.
Again, okay. So if you make me famous person, this will be nice. So guys, my name is Enes. It means really friendly person. My name is 2,000 years old name and literally means friendly person. I'm really friendly. Oh, I'm not joking, really. Well, it really means friendly person, very friendly. So I believe that the name that we have describe us in the way who we are actually. I always think. I strongly believe in that. And yeah, I believe in karma as well. I believe if you do good things in this world, good things must happen to you as well. Okay, thank you so much. Okay guys, so we saw the cathedral, we saw the synagogue. Now we are in the complex of probably the most famous mosque in the city. Not the biggest one, the most famous one, called Gazi Husrev-bey Mosque. You don't have to remember the name. But Gazi Husrev-bey, the man who built this mosque, is considered to be as the most important person in history of Sarajevo. Not because he was a Muslim, but because he did many things for the society of this city. He was the grandson of the king of the Ottoman Empire, Bayezid II. His mother was a princess, the daughter of the king, while his father was from Herzegovina region, from the city called Trebinje. That guy came to Sarajevo in 1522, and during the 20 years how long he spent here, he established one of the most important monuments still using today. He opened the high schools, libraries, roads, water systems, clock towers, shopping malls, hammam, and he left huge amount of the money to use in good purposes to the people of the city. That's why I call Gazi Husrev-bey like the Bill Gates from the 16th century, okay? He made that foundation and he left many things to use to the future generations. Where is your husband? He's not angry. You're not angry on me?
Yeah, he's not paying attention.
That guy is buried inside. This is called Turbe, mausoleum of the Gazi Husrev-bey, of the man who built this mosque. But when he decided to build a mosque, one architect who was from Persian Empire called Ajem Esir Ali came to this man and told him like this: "My friend, before you build a mosque, you have to open public toilet for your workers, because Islam is clean religion. It demands hygiene. You don't want for the workers to piss around the mosque while the mosque is building. You need clean area." He liked the idea. He opened the first public toilet in Sarajevo in 1530. I will show you that, guys. Still is there, still works, and it's free. You don't have to pay the stupid toilet like most of Europe. What the hell is that? People are asking money if you want to go to the toilet. What the hell is happening to this world? At least like a normal person, you can have a free toilet in the city that I will show you. In 16th century, Sarajevo had the public toilet, guys, which is really something special. Today, in every Bosnian house of every religion, if you want to go to my house, you have to take your shoes off. You cannot go in my house with your shoes on. That's the rule of every religion in this country. Like in Japan, people in Japan, they take the shoes off. In some parts of the world as well. So, in India? Thailand?
Okay.
In Germany? Depends on the person. It's a free choice, man. And the most important part of this tour is that toilet that I will show you soon. So, guys, after the toilet in 1531, he finished the mosque in typical Istanbul style, the masterpiece of the 16th century. This is interesting to remember. This is the first mosque in the world which received electricity illumination, electricity light in the world, first one, in 1898. Sarajevo was one of the first cities in Europe which started with tram on electricity in 1895, which is really something special. Technology was rising thanks to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So let's go there to explain some things. The world. Everyone deserves to go to the mosque, to the church, to the Orthodox church, because it's everything the house of the God. It's the sacral monuments. So everyone needs to have freedom to go in every place in the world. You can go. You can go, everyone. And women, the ladies, they need to cover their hair, because this is not museum. This is still the mosque. Sometimes...
But right now it's closed, right?
And it's closed. It says the visiting hours from 9 o'clock till 12, from 4... Nasser came here in 60s before he died. He died very young because of the heart attack. So he was praying in this mosque, and he left the carpet as a gift, orange carpet, which was present there many, many years and removed as a thing to keep it in a good shape. Yes. Okay, guys, so when you go inside every mosque in the world, hey, Dreadlocks, how are you? I saw you in the museum. I'm great.
Okay.
So she has amazing hair. I love dreadlocks. It's fantastic, beautiful. See. Yes. So guys, listen, when you go to every mosque in the world, inside the mosque or outside the mosque, you will never see the sketches of the saints and angels, drawings on the wall, because characters are strictly forbidden in the religion of Islam. You can see only elements of the nature, flowers, trees, leaves, and Arabic letter from the holy book called Quran. Two persons are doing the function in usually every mosque in the world, Imam and Muezzin. Imam is the Muslim preacher leading the prayer to this direction, while Muezzin is the man who's going up there 5 times in one day to call Muslims for the prayer. In this mosque usually it's live. In some mosques there is audio cassette recorded, press play and you will hear the sound. Yes. Questions?
¿Hablas español?
Poco, signor. Poquito, signor. ¿Esto contento?
So last night I was here.
Can you see the time on the clock? Italy, scusa. You have to listen to this, it's really interesting. See the clock. Can you see the clock tower? Yes. So it says what? 20 minutes to 3 o'clock. Yes? In this time it says 11 o'clock almost. Many people, when they see the clock, they think the clock is broken, doesn't work, but they are wrong. This is Gregorian calendar that most of us is using in the world, made by the Pope Gregory. But this is actually one of the few clocks in the world which showing lunar time. Lunar means moon time, night time. It's really simple and easy going to understand. I will repeat now, guys. This clock is going in the same direction like the clock on my hand. And when that clock on the clock tower today hits 12 o'clock, the sun is going down slowly. Just when the sun goes down, new day begins. With the sunset, new day starts. Okay, let's explain this. In this time, after 12 o'clock during the night, the new day will start. But remember, it's already deep in the night. In lunar time, when the sun goes down, new day, Friday is tomorrow, Friday is beginning as a new day. Because during the summer the day is longer, we know that. During the winter the day is shorter. One person is going up there every 7 days, once in a week to adjust the time. Mechanism of the clock was brought from the London company called Gillette and Blend Craydon, the same company which produced the Big Ben in London. Big Ben is actually the bell, but the same company in 1874. I was there on the top. Once I was a student as well of the tourism, working on my master degree. I was asking them, please, can you give me a chance to go there to take the mechanism of the clock? They told me, yes, of course. So it has 72 wooden steps in a circle, and where the windows are, it's a big mechanism of the clock. So some people ask me, what is the function of the clock? Do you know what is Ramadan?
Yes.
In 8-9 days, Ramadan is starting.
Yes.
During the Ramadan, when this clock hits 12 o'clock, it's time to eat. One of the main functions in the past. Now during the Ramadan, you have actually the cannon shooting to the sky every day for the next 29 days to say it's time to eat. In Sarajevo, because we are very, very liberal people, open-minded. You can eat in public during the Ramadan, drink in public whatever you want. No one will tell you nothing. Religion is a privacy, guys, okay? So if you fast, it's between you and the God. It's your private thing, okay? No one has nothing to do with that.
Oh, when does it start? In a few days?
27th of May.
Okay.
It's starting. For the next 29 days, Muslims will not drink, smoke in this country, I'm saying, eat everything, talk bad things, nothing. So their body will be in standby mode. I don't know how to explain differently.
Are you Muslim?
Yes,
Will you work?
I will fast and I will work. It will be a little bit difficult because of the sun. Only the water is the problem for me, but I'm managing.
Yes.
You cannot lose kilograms, you can only gain kilograms. Believe me, guys. Your body is resting from the food, from the fatness, from everything. You don't have to be a Muslim to fast. There is many tourists who say, we want to try as well. So they fast several days. They want to experience that kind of things. After 29 days, your body cleaned a lot. Spiritually and physically, believe me. It's very healthy for the body. Some people think it's not healthy. Contrary, opposite. A lot it's healthy, believe me.
It depends what you eat after.
You have to be careful what you eat. After that, people say a lot of fruit, easy-going food, because your stomach is measuring. It's small after the whole day of the fasting. So if you put a lot, you think you can eat a lot, but you cannot. When you put a lot, you don't feel so good, man. So that's why everything, coffee shops are open tonight. It's chaos. People didn't smoke the whole day, so they smoke like crazy after that when the sun goes down. So they smoke the whole package, yes.
But you say like it starts at when you can eat at 12.
Before the sun goes
And
down,
when it's going
yes,
down.
yes. Before the sun goes down, you have to eat during the night.
Yeah,
Let's say at
before
3
the sun
o'clock in the night, and after that till 8 o'clock in the evening, you're done.
12 o'clock is in the evening.
Yes, 12 o'clock on the clock tower.
When
The sun goes down. It's
12
you
o'clock
can
you
eat.
can eat.
That's it. That's it.